Here we go. I'm gonna get started. It's before 9 o'clock, so um, I'm gonna do some preparation. So nothing's going on. If you're watching this video, give this about 5 minutes. Click forward about 5 minutes because it's not 9 o'clock, and I won't be going over anything significant for another 5 minutes or so. Test. Okay, that sounds good. Hey, I see you, Cigar Slayer. Um, as I said before when I first started, I'm not going to go over anything until 9 o'clock. And I'm going to turn my computer down too. It's too loud. I'm pretty sure it's going to sound weird. My laptop, that is. Ooh, burnt my finger. 2 minutes? Not time yet. 2 minutes. Miami, Mexico. Oscar, ¿cómo está? Kenneth, what's up? It hurt. It hurt a little bit. It did. Almost there, almost 9 o'clock. And for you early guys, thanks for coming. All right, it's 9 o'clock. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about one, I'm going to start off, I'm going to explain why I'm not doing any more watch videos. And two, I'm going to talk about the cigar I'm smoking tonight. And three, I have a distilled aged spirit. Going to put through there. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. Don't worry, we'll talk about that. Well, I would probably go over the distilled aged spirit second. The cigar, well, I'll go over that fleetingly and I'll get back to it. My finger still hurts. So let's go ahead and get started. Why I don't want to do another watch video. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes because I can go on and on about this. I'm going to go ahead and start this timer. And I don't want to go on and on, especially for those of you who are watching me because you stuck in with me and you're watching my cigar and Distilled Aged Spirit videos. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Andre. So the reason why I don't want to do another watch video, I looked at myself and looked at what I was doing wrong and what other people who were successful who were doing right. And what I've noticed is that a lot of people aren't watch collectors or aren't into watch collecting. They're not into what I got into it for. They don't really truly like the artistry. They don't like the science behind it. But it's thousands upon thousands of people uh, viewing these videos. So who are these thousands of people watching these videos? Well, I divide them into thirds. One third is people who are like me, who really like watch videos, who really enjoy the whole thing behind it, and they love the science, the art. They're just really into it. But the reality of it is they're the minority. I'm the minority. You have two other factions. You have people who are supportive and enjoy and look up to the Archie Luxury channel and Archie Luxury. And then you have the other side who are into TGV. And you have a couple other people. Some people lean one way or the other or like both. But for the most part, it's those type of people. So first, let me talk about the Archie Luxury people or the Archie Luxury channel or the person known as Archie Luxury. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that people take what he says as gospel. And it's absolutely ridiculous for one reason. Because he is not a he is a character. It's a character. It's something somebody's portraying. So what he's saying isn't what he's saying, is what somebody has written to sound crazy, sound obnoxious purposely. Because he knows, the guy who developed, the gentleman who's playing Archie Luxury, he understands there's not that many people in watch collecting. It's been proven to me over and over again, and I guess I didn't want to believe it. So what he did, he made it, I guess, entertaining for a certain kind of people to enjoy and bring on people who naturally would not like watch collecting into the fray of watch collecting. And that's the reality. Um, and it's crazy to me. It is crazy because why would you come to watch collecting? I just don't understand why you would come to watch collecting. And then there's the other side. The other side is the TGV people. The TGV people who TGV seems like a nice person. He gives you a nice way of doing it. His delivery is nice and inviting and very gentle and everything else. But in reality, he's no good either. He's not a character, but he's not into watch collecting either. He's not. And I've seen it over and over again. I've experienced it over and over again through my dealings with him in the past. He doesn't really enjoy watch collecting. He just fell upon that, I believe. For his knowledge of watch collecting is extremely lacking. And to prove it, he did videos with Federico. He did a video with the gentleman from Theo and Harris. I can't remember his name. All three of them sat around the table talking watches. And if you paid attention, he has the least to contribute. Oftentimes, he was just on the sidelines watching while they were in the game. And they never said in his videos, oh, yeah, I didn't know that, TGV, before you told me. He didn't contribute at all. And that's crazy to me because why is he there? Well, he's there because of great timing. He has great timing. And this is the day and age where people don't want to admit to their faults. People can't take, uh, sorry, people can't take loss. People can't deal. They can't cope. And this is perfect timing for a person like him to come in and tell him it's okay. You didn't fall short. You don't have an imitation watch. You have a homage watch. And that's what he did. That's what he does. Even when Archie Luxury and him had their beef, Archie Luxury, he pointed that out. He didn't say the exact words of the homage watch thing, but his words were he's peddling shitters. Of course, I don't use those type of words, but I sure don't use homage when it doesn't apply. And those watches don't apply. And he is peddling watches that aren't good watches. And that's my issue. Or not my issue, but that's why he's so good. He's telling all these people with this kind of mentality, because there's a lot of people with that mentality these days, where they just can't admit that they failed, and they can't brush themselves off and try again, and that's how they got so popular. But it's a proof is in the pudding, or he got so popular. Proof is in the pudding with both of them, and then I can prove it all day to you. I don't want to make this video too long, but I can prove it all day. Prove Here's one way. If they're so good, they're so popular, look how many subscribers they have. All through YouTube, I'm pretty sure you watch other videos and other genres. They're always the really top people are always getting either invited to events or they're in magazines. They're featured in all these things because all these brands should want to deal with them. All these brands should want them as ambassadors and everything else. Neither Archie Luxury or TGV that's taken place. How is that possible? How is that possible? Every single one. I got a picture behind me of that's the cigar vixen. She's one of the top people in the cigar genre on YouTube. She's always being invited to events. And they're paying for that too. They're paying for her to be at those events. What both of those two have not gone to any other events. They're not featured in any events. Why? And then let's say it just didn't come their way. Why aren't they going to these events? Why isn't somebody as popular as TGV or Archie Luxury ever gone to SIHH or Basel World? That should be a given. They should be going there every year. They should be reporting every year. But they're not. Doesn't seem right. But again, the people who are following them aren't watch collectors. They're not into the watch genre, the luxury watch genre. They're wearing their same old watch that they want to point out to you how great it is, how great their Rolex is, and that's it. Or they're on the other side, how their watch is not a imitation, it's a homage to that watch that the Archie Luxury guys are wearing. I'm not going to go much deeper into that because I want the rest of you guys who are interested in what I have to say with cigars and distilled aged spirits. I want you guys to enjoy this. So I might be cutting this. No, I'm not going to cut it short. So if you're watching this video, I have this timing down right. So I still have a little bit more than 10 minutes, and I'll address some of the things that came up when the people were talking about it. All right, and thank you everybody who's come. All right, do you have damaged watch? You watch, patina? No, I don't have any. Well, yeah, I kind of do have a watch that has a little bit age to it. I have a Zenith that I still haven't had serviced. I need to get it serviced. Uh, that's a whole nother story. But I did pick up a Zenith. It needs to be serviced, and I'll look into that. Let's see here. Well, thank you, Mandel. Thank you. I try to give you the best thing. And I thought about maybe I should maybe go against TGV. Maybe I should beef with Archie Luxury, but that would take away from the watch videos. So I didn't want to do that either. Oh, my cigar went out. So get this relit. Oh no, my battery's low. I'm gonna have to. Hey guys, my battery's low. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the charger so I won't lose you guys. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry everyone. Sorry about that. All right. All right, what do you mean? Review bra? Philippine Zippo? What are you talking about? It's a review fast food? Oh my God. I don't know if I can review fast food. Oh, talk about selling out. I didn't go to culinary college to review fast food. Maybe that's the way, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Also, you're not late to the show. You're not late to the show. We're gonna, yeah, I'm back. Uh, we're gonna talk about the cigar I'm smoking right now. This is the Hoyo de Monterrey by AJ Fernandez, the La Amistad. Very good cigar. Very, 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 very good cigar. You definitely need to look into this cigar. Um, I even bought it by the box. I know you watched my videos. Uh, buy the whole box, this is definitely buy the whole box. And the number one reason, not the number one reason, but this is a 90 rated cigar. This is a 90 rated cigar and not expensive at all. I looked online recently to see how much boxes cost. I can't remember how much I paid. I probably $1 for that box. Worth every penny because it's a great deal to buy the whole box when it comes to this cigar. Mm. Let me check here. Let me talk more about this cigar so I can talk intelligently. Intelligently, let's go to my notes here. All right, so what I'm smoking right here is a 5 by 50 stick. It's a Robusto, but it's much thinner than an average Robusto. And it's no more than $8 a stick. Probably retail marked up is around $8. It costs a lot less than that. Yes. Cigar Vixen has some valuable assets that I don't have, and that's part of her skill set, I guess. Um, but it's a lot of people who don't use sex too much to help with their videos, but I do use her. I bought that poster, so you pay attention, so you don't have to look at my face all the time. Some more posters too. She can help me. I can help her help me. Now, what flavors you have? First of all, smooth, very smooth cigar. Um, with the flavors I have, this is earthy tobacco, bit of cocoa coffee, little bit of cocoa coffee, not a lot. Um, and the fruity has a little bit of, and I associate more like a fig. That's a good one. My wife actually made me realize that. I don't know how she did it, but she made me realize that the other day. She just popped in. I was like, you know what? It does have a fig flavor to it, and it's an absolutely box worthy cigar. Absolutely box worthy. Also, wanted to do a video about this before, where I talked about Cuban cigars versus. Um, yeah, I should start wearing a bikini when I smoke my cigars. We'll see how that goes. But let me get back on track. That threw me off a little bit. Well, yeah, that's right. That's right. I even have some ideas. No one, I'm not going to talk about it, but I have some ideas about us. I want to open up my own cigar lounge, and I got some ideas dealing with stuff like that. Let's talk about the cigar again. This is what I was going to say. Anything AJ Fernandez has, anything AJ Fernandez puts his hands on, it always ends up good. And what I was going to do a video on about Cuban cigars, how Cuban cigars aren't the best. Cigars are, I think, I would say a different genre almost. I'm not going to tell you that they're not bad. I'm not going to tell you that they're the best. I'm going to tell you that they're their own thing. But this is an example of what is wrong with Cuban cigars. This will never happen in the world of Cuban cigars because of their laws and the way they have the government and the way everything is set up. Uh, you don't have collaborations in Cuban cigars. So this is just one element and a perfect example of why Cuban cigars aren't the best. I'm not going to tell you that they're bad, but I'm going to tell you that they're not the best. And these cigars that have collaborations, especially the AJ Fernandez cigars you see all the time. Is a good example of why Cuban cigars aren't going to be the best, at least in my eyes. Hey, how you doing, Bob Jones? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. That's true. And Mexican cigars are very good. They are very unsung for what they have to offer. Anybody smoking a cigar tonight? And if you are, let me know what you have. Is it as good as this cigar? I don't know. And definitely I'm ahead of schedule because I didn't talk about I stopped talking about the watch portion much earlier. If anybody wants to go back, go ahead. We can talk about it. But oh, that's a good one. Rocky Patel, 1992. That's a good one. And that's what I was hoping to do, and I hope to do these more often. I hope for us to have a very good situation here, a fun situation here, a virtual cigar lounge. In this day and age, we don't get out enough, and well, I might as well capitalize on it, and we can come together and we can talk cigars together in this kind of situation. No cigar tonight, huh? Oh well. Do you have something in the humidor waiting, Oscar? Do you have something in the humidor that you're planning on smoking sometime soon? Ah, spark plug. Nice little one, huh? Okay, okay, I like that. Like I said, I would like to do this regularly. Part of the problem is I need to get the word out that I'm going to do them. So I can't do it on a whim. I'm not popular enough just to, yeah, oh, got an F-55. Yeah, dog. Uh, I'm not popular enough just to get enough people. We just got 18 on here. You look at other people, they have hundreds of people watching at one time. And I don't think I'm going to get hundreds of people, but I would like to get, at least this number. So I have to put that video out and say, hey, I'm going to do a live video at the end of the week. And this is the first time in a long time I knew in advance that, in fact, that I would be able to have this time. And as time gets more of a premium for me, it's going to be even harder. But I want to do these more often. Yeah, I've had a couple Te Amo cigars. Uh, they're pretty good. I like them a lot. Yes, yes. Volcanic soil is just if you know anything about if you have a green thumb of any sort, volcanic soil is because a lot of our I don't know I don't want to say the word drugs, but legal drugs like tobacco and coffee and things like that always have that common thing with volcanic soil. And Jamaican coffee is like that. Hawaiian Kona coffee is like that. It's because of that soil is so rich. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, we could start doing this. We could as long as we could do this on a regular basis. I'm gonna try to find a way to do this on a regular basis, and we can all get together. And this could be a lot of fun. This would be interesting. Next video, I won't talk about watches at all. I was thinking about talking about politics, honestly, something that you would talk about in the cigar lounge. Um, I have some things I want to get off my chest about the way the world is, and maybe it's just a way of venting. Um, some things I don't like, and a lot of them are contrary to what you would possibly think from me. But yeah, maybe next time we'll definitely get into that and be a real way for us to talk to each other. And that's the biggest thing that we don't have in this day and age. We don't get to talk to each other. We just try to be so nice, but we get this pent up aggression where it pisses us off, and then we just explode on people. All right, so um, again, I talked about. Ooh, excuse me, burped. Again, I talked about the cigar. Before that, I talked about my feelings on the watch community, and I guess we'll get to the distilled aged beverage of tonight. Guys, I've been waiting all week. All week. I purchased this earlier this week for my birthday. Earlier this week, I turned 41, so I decided to give myself my own gift. That's for especially for men. That's how you get your best gift. Buy your own. So I have a great distilled aged spirit. I have not tasted. I will taste it for the first time with you guys, and this is a single malt Scotch. Thank you, Filippo. Um, am I saying that right? Flippin, Flippin Zippo, yeah, or Zippo. Thank you so much. So what we have here, Dalmore. We got Dalmore right here. This is the cigar malt. Yes, the cigar malt. If anybody had this, yeah, I'm a teenager. Okay, don't tell my niece I'm a teenager. Okay, if anybody had this, let me know. And I'm about to find out right now. If you're not familiar with this, this is another uh, example of a distilled aged spirit that's finished in another distilled aged spirits barrel or wine barrel. So I'll read it to you. This is matured in American white oak and or Lawso sherry wood, uh, finessed in cabinet, I guess finished in a Cabernet Sauvignon, and I don't know what this is. The Barraquis. I, I should know this, I guess. I guess it's to complement a fine cigar. Here, you guys take a look at that. If you can see it, I'll keep it steady. It's hard. Oh, and it's backwards. You can't read that. You can't read this backwards. I didn't realize that. That's weird. I'm sorry. Uh, well, let's get started. Let's get started and take it out the container here. And here it is. I always like Dalmore. They have that beautiful stag on the front, decorating their bottles. All right, guys. I've been waiting all week for this. Yeah, I believe Oscar, they made this specifically to go with a nice fine cigar, and I'm gonna test it out right now. I have a really good cigar. I'm gonna test it out right now. Mm, that smells great. Oh, that smells great. Now, guys, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. When you see these videos of guys testing out and having these still aged spirits, and they bring out all the fruity sounds and descriptions of what it smells like and everything else, they're not doing it live because it takes it takes some time to come up with the things that they're actually saying is described as, and I can't think of anything right now. Now, don't get me wrong. as time goes by, I can pull things out, and a lot of times they take notes. I take notes, and the first thing, actually, believe it or not, that comes to my mind is a humidor. I'm thinking of a walk-in humidor right now with the cedar, with the tobacco. That's the first thing I smell, and of course, uh, single malt Scotch. This is a Speyside Scotch too, if I'm not mistaken, either Highland or Speyside. This is a Glencairn glass. You got to have a Glencairn glass. Makes a difference. It absolutely makes a difference. Um, and if you notice that this glass doesn't, probably wouldn't allow ice, it's a reason. This is not meant to be drunk with ice. Anything that goes in here should not be drunk with ice. Only thing that may be added is a little bit of water, and I might try that later. Let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, first thing I want to let you know, alcohol burn. This is at 40, what is this? What's the alcohol by volume of this? It's not telling me. Oh, 44%. And if you're not familiar, every percent you can feel and taste it with the burn or the alcohol, almost zero. So that's the first thing. Fruitiness, you have fruitiness of the aged single malt Scotch. So it has that earthiness, almost like almost like it has a little bit of cognac in there because the fruit isn't bright. It's not a bright, ripe. It's like overripe fruit. Not a bad thing, but enjoyable. But that's what I'm tasting right now. Main thing is, what is it like with the cigar? All right. When I do my cigar pairings, the first thing I've tried to figure out is, do they go together? So these go together. This goes together really well. So if it goes together really well, the next thing is, do I have any amplification of flavor? Does this make one of these taste better? Do they both taste better? And yeah, it tastes a little bit better. But the next thing is, the most important thing is there a brand new flavor or a flavor that comes out? When I put these two together, I got nuttiness. Nuttiness is not described in this cigar. And nuttiness is not described in this distilled aged spirit, this single malt Scotch, this Dalmore Cigar Malt, and that makes a great pairing. I have a great pairing. It might be because it's a cigar malt. It's supposed to be good with a single malt. I mean, good with a cigar, and it's great. Mm, mm. That is really good together. Oh man. Oh, it went out on me. Come on. It happens when you talk too much. Let's get this lit again. No, no, this wouldn't be cast strength. Cast strength is much higher, much higher. Cast strength tends to be around 50%. Um, a lot of bourbons will be sold at cast strength, and they're extremely, extremely, like around 60%. But cast strength, no, no, not cast strength. It's just a little bit higher. A lot of times when they have it higher like that, it's a little bit more pure. Yes, but it's not. There's no domination here. Kenneth Brown, what are you at? What question are you asking? You said name. The Terminator lighter. You like that? You like that Terminator lighter? Here, let me turn it up. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see it at its full blast in the darkness or too much light. Excuse me. But yeah. No, when I actually use it, I don't turn it. I turn it to about right there. That's where I have it, or even lower, because you don't want it scorching your cigar. That's where I keep it. I try to keep it like right there, guys. That's where I want it, right there. Excuse me. All right, for those of you who just got here, the name of the cigar I'm smoking, this is the cigar right here. This is the Hoyo de Monterrey, or Hoyo, by AJ Fernandez, the La Amistad. There you go. Great, great cigar. Highly recommend it. Definitely box worthy. 90 plus rated by Cigar Aficionado. Won't cost you more than $105 retail straight, well, online that is. Most cigar lounges is going to give you a discount if you buy it by the box too. If you buy it by the box online, it costs a little bit less. And don't forget, look for the discounts. Oh yeah, anything AJ Fernandez touches, it's always gold. It's always good. Before I did the AJ Fernandez with H. Upman, that was fantastic also. This is fantastic. Well, let me go ahead and give this a try. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just a few drops, because I don't have much in here. I don't think it needs water. We'll see what happens. That's all I'm gonna add right there. And being a higher alcohol by volume at 44, it's nice and thick and oily, and that's what you want with a good pairing distilled aged spirit. I don't get much of a better experience adding water. It really didn't need to add water, but it's nice. Kenneth, I see what you said. I'm buying singles of the ones you named in your videos. Of buying by the boxes. Yeah, yeah. If I think you should buy it by the box, by all means, try it out. Try some singles. Um, this is what you want, I guess, in somebody who you're looking at. I'm not telling you you're stupid or you're crazy for not buying it by the box. I'm just saying I like it that much. And if you only want to buy singles of it, that's smart, because you personally may not like it. You might not like the cigar, and everybody has their own likes and dislikes. So yeah, thank you. Well, at least thank you. Thank you for taking my word and giving me a chance and believing what I'm saying. Alex, I'm not sure what you're saying. You said the wrong AC3 has experience on SNI. I don't know the abbreviations, what you're talking about. I probably should. I don't know. Are you saying Archie Luxury has experience on SNI? I don't know. What part of SNI? What's SNI? Well, thank you. Thank you, Kenneth. And the experience you're talking about, Alex, what video did he talk about that on? And don't get me wrong, it could be wrong, but I watched Archie Luxury in the early days. I did. I learned a lot from the Archie Luxury channel. It just it stopped. It stopped abruptly from what I learned. Um, in the early days, I'd say around 2014, he brought forth a lot of good information. The problem is he just kept repeating himself, and then he was too afraid of talking about things that are new or other watches that I believe he should be talking about. Placencia Alma Fuerte. I'm not familiar with that. Uh, I've done these videos or when I do the videos and I look at every single comment and I'm gonna look into that. That's most likely cigar. I'm looking at cigar and see what you have, and I've I've I have learned a lot from you out there too about cigars and new cigars because it's just such a huge array of choices. So I'm gonna look into that. I have not had that yet though. Oh, thank you, Andre. What did you like that what did you like the most, or what did you enjoy the most that you've tried because of me? For those of you just joined, thanks for coming. Oh, uh, before I get to that, thanks for you guys just joining. Thanks for coming. I enjoy doing these. I wish I could do them more often, and I appreciate your patronage and standing by me and checking me out after I've left and came back. So thanks a lot for being out here with me. Yes, the Ron Zacapa XO. Lovely, awesome, beautiful, killer distilled aged spirit. Absolutely. Oh, along with Oscar just asked about watches. Along with not doing watch videos, I haven't purchased any new watches. I'm at a point where um, I don't really need a new watch. And of course, that's not the talk of a watch collector. You always need a new watch. But for what I want, I'm not going to, not to say I've compromised before or there's nothing wrong with compromising. If you can't get certain watches at a certain time. But if I'm not getting something that I really wanted for a long time, then I'm not going to get it, and I don't have a push for it right now. Plus, I'm trying to make some changes in my life. No sad stories. No, don't worry. Don't no sad stories. I'm just trying to change something in my life, and watches tend to be very expensive. I looked at how much money I was spending on watches in the past, and the reality of it is, I probably could have put a down payment on a new house with the money I've been spending over the years, not over at one time, but over the years, I'm trying to save money to do some bigger, better things, and that's why. Yeah, you're right. We do want them. We do need them. But I'm good with what I have. I have some. I have that. I have a Breitling that I always wanted. I have a Tudor that I always wanted. I have an Omega that I always wanted. The Omega Seamaster, the Breitling Chronomat Evolution, uh, the Tudor Fast Rider Black Shield. Those are watches I always wanted. So it's kind of hard to look for a new watch when I got watches I always wanted. Of course, there's watches on that I want to have. I want to have a Grand Seiko. I want to have a Bremont, and I want to have a Breguet Type 21. Yeah, Type 21. So I want that, but I don't know. There's no push for me to have. I don't have to have it, and I want to. Again, I'm trying to save money for other things. And for those of you out there who don't know uh, what it's like to have a child in the United States that's good at sports, and I have one and a half. My oldest is okay because he doesn't want to play sports, but he's okay. He's very talented. And then I have my youngest, my two kids. He's very good, and he keeps making these teams that cost a lot of money too. So I have to spend money on that also. And that's kind of what I wanted to start doing, or or I might even change towards when I do these videos is talking about things that aren't talked about enough amongst men. We don't talk about we don't have a good system where we can talk to each other about life, about being married, about our kids, about dealing with problems of being a good man. That's not a common thing. There's plenty of women's magazines that talk about how to do better in life with relationships and with love and everything else, and but men have nothing like that. Again, if you came a little bit later, oh, I can taste a little bit of cherry there. If you came a little bit later, today we have the Dalmore Cigar Malt. I got this for my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Earlier this week, I celebrated my birthday, and I was waiting for this to do this video with you guys and talk about this distilled aged spirit. I'm not going to stay on here much longer, guys. Thank you for coming. Um, I have maybe 15 minutes, 15 to 13 minutes, 13 to 15 minutes to go. Um, I have things to do in the morning. It's 9:48 here, of course, because I started at 9 o'clock, a little bit before 9 o'clock, and I'm probably going to shut this down around 10 o'clock. But thanks for everybody for coming, and let me talk about a few things what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'll talk. I guess I'll talk watches. I'll talk watches. I'll honestly talk watches to you, and we'll have good conversations. Uh, we'll mix it up. I might start this earlier next time, just so we can talk about more things. Again, like I said, trying to do a lot of things at once. And I'll talk about it maybe later. Once I'm there more often, but I believe I have something else that's going to take up my time, so it's going to be even harder to do these. Uh, so I'll talk about that maybe next time, and you'll see me talk about it on video. Um, but let's see what else we talk about here. Yeah, I'll definitely put a video out out explaining that when the next live video is. And as I said before earlier in the video, this live video, I can do these all the time. The problem is I have to get the word out because I'm not that popular. I like you guys a lot. You guys mean a lot to me, but I don't want to do a video for 3 people. 16's good. 16's better than 3. But I'll get a video out explaining when the next live video will be. I'll try to do it at the earliest, maybe on a Monday or something like that, to let you guys know so you can be ready, primed, and able to see the video. Flippin' Zippo told me to tell you guys, make sure you hit the bell, to ring the bell, so you'll know the next time I'm out when I start that video. So thank you. Thank you, Zippo. Absolutely, Kenneth. I'll see you soon too. I'll see you soon too. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Andre, yes. Thank you. Thank you. It was a good conversation. We'll have to have this again. We'll talk about this again. Depending on what you want to hear, let me know in the comment section when this video gets actually posted. In the comment section, let me know what you want to talk about next time, and I will try my best to talk about it. I have another distilled aged spirit that I want to talk about that I'm not going to do a pairing video on right away, but it's really good. We'll talk about that. I already have that in my mind. Cigar, we'll definitely have a cigar of the day, and then we'll have other subject matter too. Yeah, gotta have a bottle. Gotta have a cigar. Gotta have a bottle, and gotta have a nice watch on. I didn't talk about it. I'm surprised I didn't talk about it today. The watch I'm wearing today is a Mule Glashütte Marinus. It's one of my favorite watches. I know it's going to be backwards, but I'll still let you take a look at it. Mule Glashütte is a German watch, in case you couldn't tell by the name. It is not one of the larger brands, German brand, and I think for the money, this is one of the best watches for the money. Absolutely, best watch for the money. It's made by people who only do timekeeping devices. That's the only thing they do, and that's why they have the watches they have, or why they're into making watches. Well, the reality with subscribers, I see Oscar is talking about. I have over 7,000 subscribers. The reality of it is, some people subscribe and stop watching, but they just don't unsubscribe, which is good for me. It makes me look bigger than what I am. Some people just are busy. Some people just don't have the time. And some people will watch this video after it airs because of the time difference in different areas. But no, you're never going to have, even the top people, I've seen them go live, and they have a fraction of how many people um, they have as subscribers watching their live videos at that time. My favorite person on YouTube right now is called Tim Tracker. He talks about Disney. He goes live a lot, and it's a fraction of how many subscribers he has. Uh, Cigar went dead. I'm probably going to start shutting it down pretty soon, anytime now. I'm going to finish this out. That's a damn good single malt Scotch, guys. Ooh, and it works really good with the cigar. Really good with the cigar. Mm. Highly recommend it. One of the best still aged spirits I've had this year. And if it was cheaper, I'd probably bought 2 bottles, or I'd go out and buy another bottle right now. But it kind of is expensive. Even though I didn't say it, they this particular bottle cost me a little bit over $160. It was for my birthday, so I know my wife is watching. My birthday. All right, the glass, to answer your question, the glass is a Glencairn. Glencairn glass. You can find them on Amazon. I would go on Amazon because they can be pretty expensive and they can be really cheap. The main thing is because of the tulip design, it allows the scent to get really trapped in there, and you can take in the smell much better and wide open. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for those of you who enjoyed my videos, who keep watching my videos and everything else. For those who missed me live, no problem. You're going to be able to, as long as you watch now, doesn't matter. Every view counts. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for watching this video live. Thank you for watching this video after it's posted. And I enjoyed this whole conversation. I'll see you guys later. Uh, you know my usual sign off, starting with the cigar, the Amistad by Hoyo de Monterrey, and AJ Fernandez. This is how I would spend my money with the distilled aged spirit, the Dalmore Cigar Malt. This is how I would spend my money. And the conversation we had today with you guys is how I would spend my time. I'm Charles Walford. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off.